kids, how are you all? I hope you all must be fine, right? So today we are going to read for class 6 Science Olympiad. And in class 6 Science Olympiad, which portion we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the previous year questions of SOF NSO level 1 exam. Okay? So are you all ready for it? Yes? So let's get started. Our first question, the given diagram describes the changes that takes place between different states of matter. So the diagram is given here. The processes in which heat energy is given out are options are A 1 and 3 only, B 1, 4 and 5 only, C 1, 2 and 4 only, D none of these. So there is a diagram, okay, which describe the changes that takes place between different states of matter. So whatever structures are given from that, here we can see that the particles are closely packed to each other, right? So it could be the solid state, and here the particles are comparatively apart from each other, so it could be the liquid state, and here the particles are far apart from each other, so it could be the gaseous state. Okay, now we have to find out the process in which heat energy is given out. We know that when we give heat, okay, solid is converted to liquid. When we cool, liquid is converted to solid. Similarly, when heat is given, this delta, it represents the heat given, okay, and when we cool, gas is converted to liquid. Then again, when solid is heated, okay, then it is converted to gaseous state, right? That is the sublimation, that the solid is directly converted to gaseous state without passing through the liquid state, okay, and that reverse one from gas to solid when it is cooled. Got it? So we have to find out in which heat energy is given out. That means in which process it was cooled. So it would be that 1, 4 and 6. And where it is present? It is not present anywhere. That's why correct answer is option. Got it? Coming to the next question. Some common changes are classified in the given table. Changes and types. Changes are stitching a shirt from the fabric, breaking of an egg, lighting an electric bulb, occurrence of new moon, dissolving sugar in water. The types are irreversible, chemical, reversible, non-periodic and physical. Okay, so we have to find out which of these changes are correctly matched. So options are A 2, 4 and 5 only, B 1, 3 and 5 only, C 2 and 5 only, D all of these. So let us check the changes. So the first one, stitching is served from the fabric, it is irreversible, correct. Breaking of an egg, it is a physical change, so it is not correct. Lighting an electric bulb, it is reversible, yes. Then when we switch off the light again, it won't be glowing, okay. Then occurrence of new moon, it is periodic. It occurs at regular interval of time. So this one is also incorrect. Dissolving sugar in water, physical change, this one is correct. So which are correct? That is 1, 3 and 5 only, which is present in option B. So option B is the correct answer. Coming to the next question, Sonali mixed a packet of salt in a small amount of sand and then tried to recover the salt by the usual process of sedimentation, decantation or filtration followed by evaporation. To her surprise, she could recover only a small part of the salt that she had taken. The possible reasons could be 1. Salt also got evaporated along with water. 2. The quantity of salt was much more than that required to form a saturated solution. 3. The undissolved salt remains mixed with sand. 4. The quantity of water taken was insufficient to dissolve all the salt. Options are A 2 and 3 only, B 1 and 4 only, C 2, 3 and 4 only, D all of these. So what Sonali did? Sonali mixed a packet of salt in small amount of sand and tried to recover the salt by sedimentation, decantation or filtration followed by evaporation. Okay. So what happened? Only a small part of the salt was recovered. Okay. So what may be the possible reason? So what can be the possible reason that salt also got evaporated along with water? This is not possible. Okay. Salt is a solid. It is not going to evaporate along with water. The quantity of salt was much more than that required to form a saturated solution. Yes, it could be the answer. The undissolved salt remained mixed with sand. Yes, it also could be the answer. The quantity of water taken was insufficient to dissolve all the salt. So this one could also be a possible reason. So the thing is that for following this sedimentation, decantation, filtration followed by evaporation, first thing is the salt, it should be completely dissolved in water. Okay, so after sedimentation we can separate the sand. Okay, sedimentation, the sand will be settled down, then decantation. After that we can remove the sand from there. Okay, and the water, that decantation or filtration if we do, then when we will evaporate it, the water will be evaporated and salt will remain behind. Okay, but for the salt, that should be completely dissolved in water, all the salt. Got it? So here the possible reason that could be 2, 3 and 4 only. That is option C. Got it? Coming to the next question. So a class 6 student took 4 solid objects W, X, Y and Z of different weights and made from the same plastic material of density 0.85 gram per centimeter cube and placed them in beaker containing equal amount of water having density 1 gram per centimeter cube as shown in the figure. So you can see in the figure, 4 figures are there in beaker. The amount of water taken, that is the same, but the amount means whatever substance we or solid object we have taken, that is of different mass. Okay, but the material, the density of the plastic material, that is same. So what would be his observations? Options are A. Objects X and Z will sink while W and Y will float. B. Objects W and Y will sink while X and Z will float. C. All 4 objects will sink. D. All 4 objects will float. So, what would be the observation? The observation would be that here whatever may be the mass, irrespective of the mass of the given objects, the all the objects they will float. Okay, why they will float? Because the material, the density is 0.85 gram centimeter cube, which is less than that of water, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So, if any substance is having less density than water, then it will float on the water, and if that substance is having more density than water, then it will sink in water. Okay. So, here the correct option is option D, all 4 objects will float. Got it? Coming to the next question, refer to the given figure showing a typical plant with its parts labeled as U, P, W and X and read the following paragraph. P is a plant. P is a plant where part U is edible. Plant Q has edible part W. Plant R has edible part X, whereas plant S has edible part B. Select the option that correctly identify these plants. Options are for PQRS: A. Clove, mustard, cumin, ginger. B. Pomegranate, rose, orange, turmeric. C. Pomegranate, spinach, clove, radish. D. Cumin, rose, spinach, potato. Okay. So let us find out the parts first. So X, it represents the bird, right? W, it represents leaves. U, that is the fruit. V, that is the root. So here the correct answer is option C. How? Let us check. In pomegranate plant, we are eating the see. P is a plant where U is edible. Okay. So in pomegranate part, fruit is edible. In Q, W, that is the Leaves are edible. So in spinach, leaves are edible. In our X, that is the bud is edible. So in clove, bud is edible. In S, V, that is the root is edible. So in radish, root is edible. That's why the correct answer is option C. Coming to the next question, select the incorrect option regarding the given figure of a neuron with its parts labeled as P, Q, R, S and T. Options are A. Part P of this neuron connects with part T of another neuron. B. Part R is formed by wrapping of a special cell around S of the neuron. C. Part Q is the central vacuole that contains signal transmitting compounds. D. Part P receives signal and part T carries signal out of the neuron. So first of all, let us label the diagram. So P, these are the dendrites of the neuron. Okay. Q, it is the nucleus of the cell body. R, that is the upper covering, that is the myelin sheath. Okay. S, that middle one, it is the axon. T, these are the axon terminals. Now let us check the options. So part P, that is the dendrites of this neuron connects with part T, that is the axon terminals of another neuron. This one is correct. Dendrite of one neuron is connected to the axon terminal of the other neuron. Okay, and this way they are connected to each other. Part R is formed by wrapping of a special cell around S of the neuron. So myelin sheath, it is the covering. Okay, so a special cell is there. When this special cell, it is wound around the axon of the neuron, that is the myelin sheath. So this one is correct. Part Q is a central vacuole that contains signal transmitting compounds. No, part Q is the nucleus of the cell body of the neuron. Okay, so this is the cell body and that is the nucleus. Next, part P receives signals and part T carries signals out of neuron. Yes, dendrites receive signal from one neuron and T, that is the axon terminal, it carries signal out of the neuron and then that signal it is transmitted to another neuron. So this one is also correct. So we have to find the incorrect option, that is the option C. Coming to the next question, on the basis of body covering, Rohit made 4 groups of 3 organisms each. In an attempt of doing so, he classified organisms incorrectly in one of the groups. Identify this group and select the correct option. Options are A. Tortoise, snail, oyster. B. Fish, snake, lizard. C. Penguin, ostrich, bat. D. Hippopotamus, whale and cow. Okay. So, on the basis of body covering, Rohit made 4 groups. Okay. But what he did, he has done a mistake. He placed one organism incorrectly in one of the group. So, we have to identify that group. So, the first one is tortoise, snail and oyster. Here, the outer body covering, that is the same for everyone. Then the second option, fish, snake and lizard. Here the outer body covering is scale for all the three. Then penguin, ostrich and bat. In penguin and ostrich there are feathers on their skin. Okay, and in case of bat, fur is present on the skin. So this one is incorrect. In option D, hippopotamus, whale and cow, they all are having thick skin on their body. So here the correct answer is option C. Coming to the next question, match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option from the given course. In column 1, iron, vitamin B1, vitamin C, vitamin D, iodine. In column 2, beriberi, anemia, scurvy, goiter, rickets. Options are A2B1, C3D5E4, B A1, B3, C4, D5, E2, C, A3, B2, C4, D5, E1, D, A4, B1, C5, D3, E2. Okay, so we have to match the columns. Iron, in deficiency of iron, anemia occurs. So we can write here option 2. In deficiency of vitamin B1, very occurs. So we can write here option 1. In deficiency of vitamin C, scurvy occurs. So we can write here option 3. In deficiency of vitamin D, rickets occur. So we can write here 4. In deficiency of iodine, goiter occurs. Sorry, here it is 5. Yes, so in deficiency of iodine, goiter occurs. So we can write here 4. A2, B1, C3, D5, E4. Where it is present? It is present in option A. So option A is the correct answer. Coming to the next question. A large number of fur seals and aquatic birds were found dead near a water body. The reason behind their death came out to be the failure of their temperature regulating system. This indicates the occurrence of A or N dash recently. Options are A, avalanche, B, oil spill, C, acid rain, D, flood. So, in a water body, a large number of these water organisms, they are found dead, and the reason was found to be failure of their temperature regulating system. Okay, so there may be oil spill there. Okay, why? When there is there will be oil spill, there will be coating of oil on their body, right, on the aquatic organism's body. So when there is coating of oil on the body of the aquatic organism, at that time what happens? They lose their control over regulating the body temperature. Now they are unable to control their body temperature. Okay, that's why the possible reason it could be oil spill. Coming to the next question, the given relationship is based on eating habits of animals. Deer, sparrow, lion. Which of the following options satisfy the same relationship? Options are A, tiger, bear, ant. B, cow, crow, tiger. C, lion, goat, leopard. D, sheep, panther, bear. So, the given relationship is based on eating habit of the animals. So, if we try to understand this one, deer, it is herbivorous in nature. Okay. Do you know what is herbivorous? They feed on plants only. Coming to sparrow, these are omnivorous in nature. Omnivorous, they both feed on plant and animals. And lion, this is carnivorous. Carnivorous means they feed on other animals. Okay. So the sequence is herbivorous, omnivorous and carnivorous. So here the correct option is option B, because cow is herbivorous, crow is omnivorous, tiger is carnivorous. Got it? Coming to the next question. Cinchona, Isabelle, Neem, Rauwolfia are. Options are A, oil yielding plants, B, medicinal plants, C, fiber yielding plants, D, food plants. So this Cinchona, Isabelle, Neem, Rauwolfia, these are all medicine plants. Different parts of these plants we use as the medicine. Okay. Coming to the next question. Equal sized square pieces of three different fabrics X, Y and Z were taken and spread out on a floor. Three small similar metal balls were each rolled with equal force from one end diagonally to the other end of the fabric piece. So time taken by the balls to reach other end of fabric was noted to be as follows. For X it is 2.5 second, for Y 2 second, Z 4 second. Now select the correct option regarding this. Options are A, fabric Z can be obtained from seeds of a plant and fabric Y can be obtained from stem of a plant. B, fabric Z can be obtained from the stem of a plant and fabric Y can be obtained from larva of an animal. C, fabric Y can be obtained from the fur of an animal and fabric X can be obtained from the larva of an animal. D, fabric Y can be obtained from the fur of an animal and fabric Z can be obtained from the larva of an animal. So here we have taken equal size square pieces of three different fabrics X, Y, Z, okay, and we have spread it on the floor. Then three small similar metal balls were rolled with equal force. But the time to reach the other end of the fabric, that is different for different fabric. So what could be the reason? If a fabric is smooth, okay, if a fabric is smooth, the metal ball can easily roll over that fabric. Okay, why? Because there will be less resistance from the fabric, it can easily roll over. So if a fabric is smooth, it will take less time to complete it. Okay, and if a fabric is rough, not that much smooth, then it will offer resistance to the metal ball. Okay, now the metal ball will not be able to roll smoothly on that fabric, so it will take comparatively more time to reach to the other end of the fabric. Okay, so now if we try to compare this time given, okay, so here more time is taken by jet, right? So more taken is time is taken by jet, that is 4 seconds. That means it is quite rough. So it would be jute. Got it? And least time is taken by Y. That means the surface would be more smooth. So it would be silk. Right? So here the correct answer is option B. Fabric jet can be obtained from stem of a plant, or we get jute from the stem of the jute plant. Okay? And fabric Y can be obtained from the larva of an animal. Silk, it can be obtained from the larva of that silkworm. Got it? Coming to the next question, X is a stem modified to store food while Y is a stem modified to make food. X and Y are respectively. Options are A. Cactus and sweet potato, B. Onion and potato, C. Ginger and cactus, D. Dahlia and ginger. Okay. So here X is a stem to modify the store food. So X, it would be ginger. We know ginger is a modified stem which stores food, and Y which make food. It would be cactus, because we also know that cactus is a modified stem and it prepares food. So here the correct answer is option C, that is ginger and cactus. Coming to the next question, refer to the given figures and select the correct option regarding this when they are operating. So 1 and 2, two figures are there. Options are A. Object 1 converts mechanical energy into kinetic energy, whereas object 2 converts electrical energy into potential energy. Option B. Object 2 converts electrical energy into kinetic heat and sound energy. And option C. Object 1 converts potential energy into kinetic energy. D. Both B and C. So here object 1, what happens here? Here potential energy, it is converted into kinetic energy. Okay, but in the second figure, what happens here? Here electrical energy, it is converted to kinetic energy, heat energy and sound energy. Okay, so both B and C are correct. So correct answer is option D, that is both B and C. Coming to the next question, if P represents the fiber and Q represents the fabric, find out the correct order in which Q is made from P. Options are A. P obtained from source, weaving, yarn, spinning, Q. Option B. P obtained from source, spinning, weaving, yarn, Q. C. P obtained from source, spinning, yarn, weaving, Q. D. None of these. So here correct answer is option C. P, that is the fiber. First it is obtained from the source. After that spinning is done. We recover the yarn. Okay. Then weaving is done. After that we get the fabric, that is the Q. So option C is the correct answer. So this much for today's session. Let's meet you in the next session. Till then, wait mindfully, practice all the questions properly. Okay. So meet you soon. Bye bye everyone.